Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Star Trek Nemesis by Stuart Baird, starring Sir Patrick Stewart and the rest of the Next Generation crew. I just wanted to start off by saying that I know I've been kind of missing for the past almost, 6 weeks now? Wow. I'm very sorry guys, I was going through some stuff, but the good news is that I'm back and I'm hopefully going to be uploading regular videos again, so yay. Back to Star Trek. I know it's been a while since I've reviewed Insurrection, the ninth movie. I believe I thought it was a mixed bag with some positives. Come to think of it again, I actually kind of enjoyed the movie. It felt like an installment of a episode. It dealt with the Baku and the Sona, I think, who turned out to be the same race. We also got to learn about Data and also Picard's character. I like that. I don't know anything about this movie, the final Star Trek film. I mean, we know that there's a reboot series, but we won't count that. The main 10 films, I mean. Even this director, Stuart Baird, I know him as an editor primarily. I think I've seen a couple of his films where he edited Superman, The Omen. I think he did the Donner Cut as well, and a bunch of other films. Anyways, I'm excited to see what he brings to the table as the director, because Frakes is not directing anymore. I don't know what to expect from the plot. Nothing at all. Honestly, I just hope we get some sort of conclusion to these characters that we got attached to. I really love everybody now. I know that there is no next generation, only the reboot films, so there is no passing the baton this time like Kirk to Picard. But I'm really hoping for a decent send-off here. Please, please, please. I hope it's not too much to ask. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie, and 268 movies, 2 TV shows, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. Although I haven't been doing the weekly polls for the past 6 weeks. I'm gonna make up for it, I swear. Please consider a Patreon. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video. Feel free to dislike it if you didn't. Oh man. With all that being said, let's get started. Star Trek Nemesis, Baird, Stewart. Let's go. Oh man. It's been a while, but I'm so excited, guys. I've never taken like a month break in like 3 years. There it is, the iconic music. I wonder who's doing the score. And it's also interesting that Jonathan Frakes is not directing. I wonder what happened there. Whoa. Decent CGI.
Senators, consider the opportunities for the Empire.
Romulan Imperial State.
The decision has been made. The military does not dictate policy on Romulus.
I believe we're on the Romulan planet. Alright, they rejected this offer from the Remans. They're leaning into the Roman mythology, right? Romulus and Remus.
As you know, the Riemann mines have not been filling their quotas for months now.
What is that? Looks like the Romulans themselves don't know. Dude! Some kind of poison or nanobots? Well, they're all dead. The entire Senate, apparently. Dude, they turned into ash. They got attacked because they rejected the proposal, is what I'm guessing.
As best man.
Oh! Oh!
Now, I know on an occasion such as this,
They're getting married.
you have helped me recognize the better parts of myself.
She did. We've seen that.
The bride and groom.
Alright, I wonder where the story goes from here. How they get entangled with the Romulan conspiracy.
And you needn't worry. I'm going to brief your new counselor on everything she needs to know.
Oh, like hell you are.
New chancellor? Are they both leaving?
I have elected to present the following as my gift, in honor of their conjugation.
Fly, oh blue skies, smiling at me.
Can't believe we're finally getting to see a Romulan focus film and the Enterprise. Looks like it got a couple of upgrades. Yeah, and the CGI did get better because that's definitely not a motto.
I'm picking up an unusual electromagnetic signature from the Kalaran system.
A distress call?
Positronic.
Since positronic signatures have only been known to emanate from androids such as myself, it is logical to theorize there's an android on Colaris 3.
Data seems more concerned than everybody else.
You have the bridge.
Mr. Troy?
Mr. Troy. I love all these different places we get to visit, these exotic locations. So the Argo is the transport ship. Nice name. I really think the overexposure is helping in setting a very alien tone. So far, the cinematography has been pretty decent, right? Like the camera work, and even the color grading, like I just mentioned. An arm. There's the torso.
This doesn't feel right.
Picard think it's some sort of setup?
It's you.
There's more than one of him? What is happening?
Fascinating. Fascinating.
Oh man, I knew it. It was an ambush. It looks like Mad Max in space. No way, no way. Well done, my man. Oh, so they weren't Romulans. So they were the locals. I thought they were Romulans who were chasing them. Apparently not.
I'd say he has the same internal mechanics as Data, but not as much positronic development. The neural pathways aren't nearly as sophisticated.
No experience.
I am before.
Like before?
Soong's penchant for whimsical names seems to have no end.
My name is Data. I am your brother.
I mean, it's all heartwarming and everything that Data has a brother, but I'm like super suspicious.
Seems there's been some kind of internal political shakeup. The new praetor, someone called Shinzon, has requested a Federation office.
So Shinzon took over?
The Borg, the Romulans. You seem to get all the easy assignments.
Just lucky, Admiral.
Remember when he almost turned into a Borg?
Yeah, but how did a Riemann get to be praetor?
Exactly.
I don't get it. I still can't believe the captain went along with the memory download.
If my memory engrams are successfully integrated into his positronic matrix, he should have all my abilities.
Is that a good thing?
Maybe he's not supposed to be like you, Data.
Yeah.
Maybe he's supposed to be exactly the way he is.
But I believe he should have the opportunity to explore his potential.
I see both sides, but it's too dangerous.
Okay.
What purpose does this serve?
What?
This.
Oh man. Dude, is that a bird of prey? I love birds of prey.
We are sending transport coordinates.
Look at the size of that thing.
Praetor Shinzon?
Captain Picard.
He's a human.
You are not as we imagined you.
No?
You are human.
Exactly.
May I touch your hair?
We came to Romulus on a matter we were assured was of great importance.
Dude, is that Tom Hardy? Is that Tom Hardy? This is the earliest I've ever seen Tom Hardy. He looks like a kid.
Eventually I was treated, and now I can hear as well as you can, Captain.
Is he? Is he his son?
Come to dinner tomorrow on Romulus. Just the two of us. Or should I say, just the one of us.
No. Oh man, I think he's a clone. Just the one of us? When did Picard get cloned? And who knew the clone would be played by Tom Hardy? Exact DNA match. Holy crap. I find this really interesting, the parallels here between Data and Picard.
Then perhaps you'll enlighten us.
Silence, Romulan!
I love his costume, by the way.
Do you trust me? What must a commando do to prove herself faithful to you?
Oh, okay.
What must a woman do?
I mean, she was being indirect at first.
Serve me faithfully and you will be rewarded.
I'm already enjoying Tom Hardy's performance. He seems cold, and he's doing a pretty good job.
If you ever touch me again, I'll kill you. The Romulans had somehow gained possession of your DNA, and I had been created. They were going to replace you with me.
Oh, that was the plan.
How did you end up on Remus?
He was an outcast?
They sent me there to die.
There you go.
I was only a child when they took me. Then I didn't see the sun or the stars again for nearly 10 years. But one man took pity on me. The man that became my viceroy.
Oh.
If you had lived my life and experienced the suffering of my people, you would be standing where I am.
Ooh.
All I have are my personal feelings.
I love this conversation and the duality between the men.
Were we Picards always warriors?
I think of myself as an explorer. I'd spent my youth
looking up at the stars, dreaming about what was up there.
No matter how different they are, they do share some commonalities. And that's really bothering Picard.
I can't overestimate the danger of Thaleron radiation.
Oh! That's what killed the Romulan Senate.
We must act. Now.
Come.
Oh man, a young Tom Hardy.
Whatever he's after, it isn't peace.
Stole the words right out of my mouth.
Is he very much the way you were?
Oh, dude. Is the Viceroy a telepath? Since she's a telepath too, they're messing with her head.
It's accelerating. You have no more time for games.
That weakness we saw earlier.
Begin the download.
I knew it. And that thing in the back of his head, right? That was a transponder or some sort of memory device that's backing everything up. Damn it.
The Enterprise is far from Federation space.
How'd they capture Picard?
Hello, Jean-Luc. What is it your Borg friends say? Resistance is futile.
They do say that.
I now know the exact location of your entire fleet.
What is all this about?
It's about destiny, Picard.
Is he trying to make more clones?
Are you ready to plunge the entire quadrant into war to satisfy your own personal demons?
Ada! They switched places.
I recommend you use the Sir to return to the Enterprise.
It will only work for one of us.
Yes, sir.
We'll find a way off together.
Move, puny human animal!
Surprise! I wish we got to see more of the rest of the crew. Like, what's Geordi up to right now? Or Dr. Beverly Crusher? They're actually flying through the ship.
He's not planning to defeat Earth. He's planning its annihilation, and his sins will mark us and our children for generations.
Yo!
He was engineered to skip 30 years of his life.
Oh.
But when the temporal sequencing wasn't activated, his cellular structure started breaking down. He's dying.
And he'll come for me.
I have only activated your cognitive and communication subroutines. Do you know anything about Shinzon's plans against the Federation? No. Do you have any knowledge of the tactical abilities of his ship? Can I move now?
I also like the idea of brotherhood in this movie.
He's going after Earth.
How can you be certain? He needs your blood to live. He might come after you first.
I'm counting on it.
A matter of hours.
He's going to get more desperate and reckless.
I aspire, sir, to be better than I am. B4 does not, nor does Shinzon.
Clear parallels right there. Please don't let the Enterprise get destroyed again, because it's already the Enterprise E. And they're literally firing blindly because they don't know where the enemy ship is.
I can clearly destroy you at any time. Lower your shields and allow me to transport you to my ship.
I see what you could be. The man who is Shinzon of Remus and Jean-Luc Picard could never exterminate the population of an entire planet. He's better than that.
It's too late.
Never, never.
Romulan.
The Romulans are here to help!
Assistance?
The Empire considers this a matter of internal security.
Oh, the Federation and the Romulans working together. Oh no. Even 3 ships are not enough to bring it down. Yeah, they're clearly outgunned.
She's here.
Are they already on this ship? Yep. Well, technically, come to think of it, this doesn't make the Romulans good, right? They still subjugated all these people and caused this revolution. This is one of the criticisms I guess I have with this movie. I wish we got to see more of our actual crew. I mean, I do appreciate the depth of Shinzon's character, but still. Oh, thank goodness.
In particular, I was thought to be extremely overconfident.
Captain, as much as I enjoy listening to you talk, I really think...
On my mark, Deanna. Engage.
Holy crap. They're going to ram them. But wouldn't that destroy the Enterprise itself? I love the visual effects of the collision. Wow, look at all the little particles floating away. This has to be miniatures in combination with CGI, right? They're all stuck together now. That's a lot of destruction.
Computer, stand by auto-destruct sequence Omega.
Kill everything on that ship.
You've seen this before, but this time it's huge. Wow. He's going at it alone.
Transporters are down.
Oh no. All right. Data has one of those in his hands. They didn't use it last time. What? Come on, Picard, you can't hesitate. It's not you. Yeah, there's some really, really good CGI in this movie, and then there's that. He did end his own life, right? Wow.
I'm glad we're together now. Our destiny's complete.
I knew it. I knew it. He only had one. Are they actually killing him off? Is it going to be like the Spock situation where, you know, he dies and then somehow he's resurrected in another movie, but then again, there is no other movie? Look at Picard. He's lost. I actually think it's a brave choice, killing off Data. Yo, this is weirdly emotional.
First time I saw Data, he was leaning against a tree in the holodeck.
I mean, we do have B4, right? But he's not Data.
If I may, just a word of advice about your first command.
He's a captain again. A captain now, I mean.
He helped us to see what it means to be human. He evolved. He embraced change.
That's what made him human. He's in there, isn't he?
Shining so bright.
Look at his smile. Does it end here? Because I hear the music. Oh man, I don't think this is a proper ending. I mean, it's a good place to leave it off, but it's not a conclusion. That was a fun movie. There's no going around that. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was a waste of time. I didn't think it was boring. I thought the story was okay. I thought the performances were great. We're going to talk about it. But it did not feel like a conclusion. Oh man. Music by Jerry Goldsmith. I don't know whether I should watch the reboot movies because I've seen the first one, but not the second and third. So I don't know how that'll work. So maybe the Star Trek reviews end here. What a journey. What a journey, guys. Okay, I took a little time to collect my thoughts. First off, I'm just so sad that it's over, but I'm also happy that I got to witness this amazing, amazing franchise. I enjoyed almost all of the films, right? I don't think any of them were outright bad. Some definitely were better than others. Wrath of Khan, guys. But our two main crews, Kirk's and Picard's, I love both of them. They've grown on me. I've become attached to them. This movie was pretty good, but I'm not going to say that this was the best one. Not even in the top 2 or 3, to be honest. The story was straightforward, especially after the main twist of the clone was revealed. That was surprising. I loved the themes of duality, nature versus nurture, and finding out what it means to be human. I also thought the performances were solid. The CGI was definitely improved, but what impressed me the most had to be the practical aspects of production, the amazing sets, beautiful costumes, the locations, the competent makeup, and a special mention has to go out for the prop of Data's head. Holy crap, the animatronics on it were incredible. The main weakness I felt were the lower stakes of the movie. It honestly did feel like a more expensive extended episode, if that makes any sense, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it really didn't feel like a finale or a proper goodbye to these characters. I bet that they were hoping for another sequel that never materialized. Let's start with the directing from Stuart Baird and the script by John Logan. Like I just mentioned, the scope of the story, it felt small. The stakes, I mean. It was far away in the neutral zone, away from Earth and everything. I'm glad that we got to see the Romulans, though, properly. We got to spend a lot of time learning about their culture, their planet, their customs. Something I criticized in earlier Star Trek films that was addressed in this one was the depth given to the main antagonist. I thought that was a really good thing. The character resonated with me. But on the flip side of this, we did not get to spend too much time with the rest of the crew. Geordi, Beverly, Worf. These three barely had any screen time. But at least we got to see Riker and Deanna get married. That was a surprise and a good one. The main theme of the movie to me was the duality of nature versus nurture. I thought that was smart. Even though Picard and Shinzon were genetically identical, they were very different people because they were raised differently. There was also a not too subtle parallel between them and Data and B4 before. I found that a little too much on the nose, but that's also okay. The actual conflict was pretty predictable, the Romulans coming and helping them, to be honest. There was a doomsday weapon. There was a one-on-one fight near the end, a self-sacrifice, and a triumph for the good guys. All the necessary things you need for a good Star Trek film. There was also betrayal in there somewhere. When it came to the ending, I felt it was way too open. Some might say that's a good thing when it comes to canon, because they're always ready for the next adventure. The story is always ongoing. So some might see it that way. But some sort of closure would have really helped. I bet this film didn't do well in the box office, didn't do well financially, so they just canceled it and rebooted everything for the 2009 remake. It kind of makes me sad because I really got invested in these characters, but that's the movie business for you. Moving on to the production end, I thought Jerry Goldsmith's score was great as usual, so no surprises there. The sound mixing, sound design, and Foley work, they were really good, to be honest. The real stars of the show were the practical stuff, like the sets, costumes, location. But like I said before, that prop of Data's head, that was amazing. How they, I don't know, I'm not even sure it was animatronic or not, or did they superimpose. I have no idea how they did that. That looked real. It looked convincing. The eye movements, the facial movements, wow, good stuff. The CGI was also a step up compared to its predecessors. I wouldn't say that it holds up to today, honestly, but it was a clear improvement. I have to note that. As I've mentioned, my criticism of the writing and the lack of screen time of the crew, overall, Star Trek Nemesis was a grand old adventure with lots to love. Although it wasn't the farewell I hoped and expected from this iconic franchise, I really enjoyed my time with this. The themes of nature versus nurture and finding out what it means to be human resonated with me. The score and the production end, they were great. And so were the performances, to be honest, especially from Sir Patrick Stewart, Brent Spiner, and Tom Hardy, who was a relative unknown back then. I just wish we got to have a proper goodbye, some closure. It's official though. I love Star Trek. It's become one of my favorite sci-fi series of all time, maybe even better than Star Wars. Oh, that's blasphemy. Star Wars people, please don't come after me. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Please consider your Patreon. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. I will see you in the next one. I'm back, baby.